The price of Bitcoin is all over the shop right now. $26,892 is the price of Bitcoin. It's down 1% over the past 24 hours, but it is bouncing significantly at this moment in time. If we had to zoom in on the price of Bitcoin and see how that's performing on a 15-minute chart, you can see here we had that rally up yesterday, a very good rally up, and then of course a retrace when we hit this level of resistance, and then we came back down, tested the level of support here. And if we were to zoom out on this chart, on the 1 hour chart, and show you what that's looking like on the 1 hour, you can see that basically this is a long-term level of resistance that is now turned into support, and that looks very, very bullish for the price of Bitcoin going forward, seeing as though we've got this bullish retest. You can see here, generally, when we get these bullish retests, the price of Bitcoin bounces significantly to the upside. So on the price of Bitcoin right now, things are looking pretty gosh darn good. Now, in today's video, we're going to discuss the price of Bitcoin. I'm going to show you my current open trades. And if you watched yesterday's live stream, of which I recommend that you do that, if you didn't see it already, it's worthwhile just to get some education on what goes on through my head, because I can discuss a lot of these things on a live stream. But in that live stream, you will have seen that I took profit on my Bitcoin trade, or rather my Ethereum trade. Now, the current price of Ethereum sits at $1,872. My entry is now at $1,839. However, my position size is now $2 million. Yesterday, during the live stream, you will have seen that when I was during that live stream, I reduced my position size down to $600,000 and took 50% profit on the trade. That 50% at the time was worth $29,000. So I took $29,000 profit on that trade, and I've now got $33,000 profit because of me buying the dip earlier today when the price was dropping to the downside. I started buying around these levels here, and I finished buying around these levels here. That brought up my average entry, which is why my entry is now higher than what it was before. But I am now $2 million long on the price of Ethereum, sorry. So I think that Ethereum's price is going to have a bit of a rally, especially because, of course, the XRP news is coming very soon with regards to what is going to go on with the XRP lawsuit. So we've got all that stuff to discuss in today's video. If you wouldn't mind, do drop a like on it. I'd really, really appreciate that. Thank you all for being subscribed to the channel. Thank you all for watching these videos, and make sure you turn on those channel notifications. Let's try and get 1,000 likes on this video. It probably won't happen, but we can try. If everyone just press that like button, we get there, but not everybody does, so press it. Thank you very much, and let's crack on. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. So the first thing that I want to discuss here is, of course, the price of Bitcoin, how the price of Bitcoin is getting on, and what can we expect from the price of Bitcoin over the next 24 to 48 hour period. For this, I'm first of all going to look at these volume bands and then remove them from this chart. So the first bit of an analysis that I want to do right now is look at the daily volume bands that we see here and assess, well, where do we currently sit within the volume bands? Currently, we've got a gap down here. The gap leads to we've already kind of filled that gap anyway, because the price of Bitcoin dropped to the downside. It filled that gap in the price chart, which was down to $25,000. The next thing is here we have a rallying amount of resistance going up as the price of the higher the price goes, and then after the price gets above that level, if we zoom back in on this chart right here, after the price gets above that level, we have very little resistance going forward all the way up to about $39,000. Key level that we need to break at this point in time is the high here, and the high is currently set at $30,600. So on the higher time frames right now, things don't look bad, they don't look good, they look pretty average and pretty medium. However, dropping down to the hourly chart and removing the VRVP from what we're looking at right now, because it's not particularly important on these lower time frames at this moment in time, Bitcoin's price is currently sat at a level of resistance. And in fact, for whatever reason, it's not loading properly on the 1 hour, so let's go down to the 30-minute chart. On the 30-minute chart right now, you can see that Bitcoin's price is above this level of resistance and below, or rather this level of support now, and we're below this level of resistance. Now, this level of resistance is sitting at $27,200 and, come on, focus, there we go, $241. When we break above $27,241, as I discussed in yesterday's video, when we break above that level, it's likely, as long as we close an hourly candle above it, we keep rallying significantly to the upside. The thing that you've got to consider about the markets right now is, how bullish are the markets? Will these markets continue trading in the fashion that they're currently trading, which is ignoring all reasoning about the SEC and continuing to pump, or will they drop to the downside? Now, given the way that I'm positioned, you would expect me to say, well, things are just going to keep rising. Just be cautious about that. we had a very, very significant pump to the upside the other day. If I'm to measure the actual size of that pump, I'll show you exactly how large it was from bottom to top on the price of Ethereum. That was a 5.5% pump. That was very, very significant. However, this morning we've experienced also another decently sized pump. So far, it's around 1.5% is the pump that we've experienced this morning, which is not at all bad. If anything, it's very good going, and my trade currently sits in, what, $32,000 profit, so that's also pretty good. In terms of what I intend on doing with this, well, let's discuss. But first of all, before we discuss, if you want to learn how to trade, then check out the link in today's video description for the trading tutorial, and also check out the link for BYBIT in today's video description. BYBIT is the best exchange platform. It's where I do all of my trading, so check it out. Link in today's video description. It accepts UK users, European users, and all you have to do is sign up KYC, and then you're in. So, on the topic of Ethereum, how is Ethereum currently performing? Well, one of the key reasons why I was going so heavily long during the drop this morning is because, again, we were smacking the bottom of the VWAP. When we touch the bottom of the VWAP here, in my experience, it makes a pretty good time to buy. If you can see here, we touch the bottom of the VWAP, then we rally to the upside. We can see in the past here, I mean, this is not the best example because here we did touch the bottom of the VWAP, but then I suppose we did rally to the upside afterwards. It's just we really, really hugged it for a while. What other examples can we have here? Touching the bottom of the VWAP, rallying, touching the bottom of the VWAP, rallying. It generally seems to be something that tends to play out and has a higher rate of accuracy within the crypto markets. So in terms of what we're expecting right now, zooming in on the VWAP right now, you can see we touched the bottom of the VWAP. So at this point in time, I'm looking for a retest of the highs here on the VWAP. And so that would mean my price target for Ethereum for the day is somewhere around that $1,900 level, around $30 higher than where the price currently sits. Now, if we are to get that move, it would mean for my trade right here, this would now be sat back in $60,000 of profit. That would allow me to take another $30,000 of profit out of the trade, meaning that we've made $60,000 of realized P&L, and we'd have $30,000 on the table, making $90,000 worth of profit in 2 days. Not a bad 2 days, if you ask me. In fact, it's a pretty good 2 days, especially in the middle of a bear market. Now, if we're looking at Ethereum versus Bitcoin's price right now, why am I bullish on Ethereum? Well, We've kind of done a lot of this recently, wiping out a lot of these levels. Pretty nice to see. At the same time as wiping out a lot of these levels, if we look at the daily chart on Ethereum versus Bitcoin, we have this bullish W reversal pattern. We have a break of the downtrend, and currently it's just waiting on that news that's coming out on June the 13th. Now, we are only 7 days away, or 6 days away now from June the 13th. What is happening on June the 13th? Well, that is when the XRP news is coming out. And the XRP news is going to be pretty huge. If you look at this article right here, Ripple versus the SEC lawsuit about to sunset. Crypto lawyer says it portends for XRP. If we look at what this lawyer has been saying, where's the quote marks here? SEC sues Binance. What are the chances it will continue its battle with Ripple at the same time? Slim to none, in my opinion, an XRP community member said. But basically, in short, the US Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, filed a lawsuit against Binance, operating company for Binance.us, and Binance founder Changpeng Zhao on allegations of blah, 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 blah. You all know about this. The XRP community reacted to the news, calling it an attack on the crypto industry. It is indeed another step in the SEC's attack on the industry and a way past time to unite. In short, it looks very good. And basically, one of the things that came out about the XRP lawsuit with regards to all of this Binance stuff is that Ripple, the company behind XRP, emerges victorious in its current legal battles. If the SEC's case against Binance could be weakened in the eyes of the public, Congress, and the press. If, basically, Ripple was mentioned in the lawsuit against Binance. Ripple was not mentioned in the lawsuit against Binance, which tells you the SEC does not have 100% confidence that XRP is a security, because what they're charging Binance with and Coinbase with is selling securities. So because they're charging them with selling securities, if XRP was to be found not a security, then that precedent would then apply to a lot of the other ones within that case, weakening the case that the SEC would have against Binance and Coinbase, and thus it seems likely that the SEC has already given up on the XRP lawsuit, and we find out on June the 13th. So I am long on XRP right now. I am long on Ethereum right now. $2 million long on Ethereum right now. I think that today we stand a high chance of getting back up to $1,900 Ethereum, which would be pretty nice to see. At the same time, what are the downside levels of which we need to be watching to invalidate our current trade? So the first one would be, look, if Ethereum starts trading below this level here at $1,844, it will likely lose this level of support and drop back down to around $1,800. It'd be a pretty nasty drop to the downside, and it's not something that I particularly want to see, but it's important that you keep an eye out for that. The other thing would be on the price of Bitcoin. Looking for it to lose the level here, the support level of $26,300, then have dropped back into that range down here, which would take us all the way back down to basically $25,000. Seems awfully likely as well. So at that point in time, my stop losses for my trades are around these levels. I've currently got my stop loss sat just at my entry on this trade right here. You can see my stop loss is sat at $1,839, with my entry being $1,839. I don't intend on losing any money on this. So yeah, it's all looking pretty interesting, and the market is warming up. A couple of things to point out in today's cryptocurrency news. Bitcoin's V-shaped recovery towards $27,000 suggests traders expect the SEC to sue Coinbase. Expected the SEC to sue Coinbase, sorry. Bitcoin surged by 8% to a local peak. It's very interesting what's going on here, and I'd recommend that you read this article on cryptosavingexpert.com. The SEC is seeking restraining order to free Binance US assets. I don't know why they want to do this. It makes no logical sense. And then finally, Coinbase is ready to fight back the SEC in court for clarity on crypto. You've got to bear in mind with these crypto exchanges, they are so well funded. They're not just going to take this lying down. They're going to fight this until they either win or lose. It's going to go on for a very, very long period of time. It's not something that will really particularly hold back the industry. To be honest, these are just exchanges. They shouldn't really have a huge impact because this is a decentralized industry. These are centralized exchange companies. So it shouldn't have an almightily huge impact on the crypto markets overall. But on that note, guys, thank you all very much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, do drop a like on it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Turn on those channel notifications. Let's try and get 1,000 likes on this video. Be careful when trading out there right now, but also at the same time, don't miss those opportunities. Check out links and information in today's video description for how to learn to trade all these different things. And of course, check out cryptosavingexpert.com for all your news, education, and everything like that. It's completely free. Check it out. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe. Goodbye.